You're saying in your tweet this morning that the news went the other way, that the people that are working for the president somehow got the BLS, the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and played with the numbers so it would come down below 8 today. How do you know? How does it work from your perspective? What happened here?
Well, Chris, all I can talk about are some of the numbers. We had 600,000 government jobs added in the last 2 months. We had 873,000 jobs by a household survey, which is a total estimate from 50,000 phone calls. Of those, 600,000 were temporary workers. Chris, these numbers are all a series of assumptions, tons of assumptions. And it just seems somewhat coincidental that the month before the election, the numbers go 1/10 of a point below where they were when the president started, although I don't see anything in the economy that says these surges are true. The 873,000 jobs in the household survey is the strongest economy since 1983. I don't think you can find an economist. There were 25 of them this morning that predicted 8.1 to 8.2, but they did predict 114,000 jobs. We got 114,000 jobs, and somehow the assumptions ended up at 7.8.
But you don't have any independent evidence. You didn't get any evidence between the time the numbers came out this morning at 8:30 and 8:35 when you tweeted. You didn't use that 5 minutes to gather any actual information or evidence that there was corruption in these numbers.
But, Chris, I tweeted last night that I predicted they'd be at 7.9.
Okay. And why did you make that prediction?
Because I guessed that's what would happen a month before the election.
So you guessed that the Chicago guys would do this?
Chris,
and manipulated the numbers.
Stop it now. I've reviewed 14 businesses this week, from restaurants to rental cars to widgets. I have seen everybody with a third quarter equal to or weaker than the first quarter. In order to get 873,000 new jobs, you would have to have a GDP going at 4 to 5%. The second quarter was downgraded from 1.7 to 1.3. The third quarter is not going to be very strong. It just defies the imagination to have a surge larger than any surge since 1983, a month before the election. I leave it to you to do all the analysis.
No,
you don't think it's coincidental that we've got the biggest surge since 1983 and in the job surge? Come on, Chris.
It's 0.3 of 1% shift this month.
No, Chris, it was
0.3. It went from 8.1 down to 7.8.
It was 0.2, 8.3 to 8.1 last month. Right. 8.1 to 7.8. It's a 6% improvement in employment in 2 months. Chris, 6% improvement would require a GDP.
Jack,
the numbers
all
don't
I want to know is when
these numbers defy logic. They defy logic. We do not have a 4 to 5% booming economy with 873,000 people added. I mean, stop it, Chris. On the face of it, we don't have this GDP. I love you, but you can't get there.
I think you're a great, brilliant businessman. In some ways, in fact, I do wish you were in charge of my stock options these days because you made a lot of money for us here.